I don't know. This is the last thing I'm going to say about Tyla, okay? And I have a couple things to say about Tyla in this whole thing, okay? I'm not going back to look for the comments. I'm just going to say it. Hopefully you see it. Number one, the United States is where she gets the majority of her sales. The majority of her streams, the majority of everything come from the United States of America. So to say that you're angry at America about, or Black America especially, okay, about Tyla's numbers is crazy, because you need to be mad at outside of America. If you really want her to succeed, it's up to the global market, because the United States, on across the board, the United States, Black American, whoever else is downloading her stuff, I'm not sure. White America, I'm not sure who it is. Okay, but as far as the United States of America, this is where not only her first album, but this EP, which bombed, got the most sales. It's the United States of America. It's not South Africa. It's not the UK. It's not Belgium. It's not Germany. It's not any of those other places. It's in the United States of America. So to be mad, to sit up and say, I'm angry at America, is crazy, because you're basically just making an excuse to be mad at America, when it was America that's basically holding her up in the first place. Even though her numbers are low. Those low numbers, she wouldn't have numbers. Just to be honest, she wouldn't have numbers, okay? Or her numbers would be lower, much lower, if she had to depend on another country outside of the United States of America, okay? So that's facts. Number two, about the black and colored thing. Um, Again, when she was asked about that on the Breakfast Club, and people were like, well, she already interviewed about that and she'd already talked about that before. When you go on interviews, I've been on interviews before as an author, and I've given interviews, okay? So when you go to interview, all right, there are certain, it's a target audience you're talking to. So if I go to the, if she sat down with The View, only people who watch The View are going to be tuned in, okay, to what she's saying. So that means everyone else is not going to hear what the flip she's saying, because they don't watch The View, okay? So if she chose The View to go on, this is what people do for promotion. You go to different niche audiences, okay? And they're going to keep asking the same things because their audience wants to know. So when she went on the Breakfast Club, and she had the opportunity, because they were very, very nice to her, and Charlemagne the God asked a very open-ended question for her to then explain what color was, who she was, basically, right? She decided to flip her neck and look back at him like, I'm not answering this for you. That right there, that right there, this was the niche audience. Whoever watches the Breakfast Club, it's a black audience. It could be other people, but it's a black audience. She was at that time, so she wasn't on The View. She wasn't on. This was a targeted audience, and she basically said, "Bump you, I ain't answering it." The silence spoke the loudest. Okay? And I don't know who directed her to do that, but they should have sat her down and told her. I know if I was her management, I'd be like, no, you going to answer this question, and we going to show you how to answer it. Okay? Because I don't care how many times you get this question, you're talking to a different audience. You're talking to a different audience. Everyone is not zoomed in to the interview you did last week with somebody else. Okay? This is a different audience. You're going to have to answer the same questions. Basically, you should be good at it by now. And before she even got to the United States of America, or before she even dropped her first album, right? By law, by the BEE laws in her country, in her origin country of South Africa, colored people are considered black. So the fact that, you know, colored people out of South Africa were making this big, huge thing about her being colored, when they came on, she's colored, she's colored. She told y'all she was colored, she's colored. Well, the thing about it is, according to your own country in the BEE law, she's black. So if they have multiple different standards in South Africa for certain things, then everyone should understand why in the United States of America, colored ain't gonna fly. And you have to change that. Just like the BEE laws in South Africa changed it. They didn't say, okay, colored people over here. No, they said all y'all gonna be under black. Okay? So when she got over here to the United States of America, it should have been the same deal. It shouldn't have been her going quiet on explaining to me what color it is or whatever. She could have explained it. This is how she could have explained it. Yes, my ethnicity over in South Africa is colored. That means I have, I don't know what it is. I have a mixture. I'm multi ethnic or whatever. I have black, Indian, white, blah, 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 right? That's colored. Um, However, I know that in the United States of America, I will be considered black because um I'm black. I have black roots as well. So, yeah, that's the only difference. But I'm black and I'm colored. She could have answered it like that. But to put out a quote unquote statement after the fact, after you rolled your freaking whole entire neck and body around, that said, that was a middle finger. That was a middle finger. Okay? When it was a real easy thing to ask, and it's probably her management's fault. I don't know, because she looked at them twice. But now, as far as the numbers are concerned, people, you get online and you say weird stuff, like make the junk make sense. She sells the most in the United States of America. So basically, what you're saying is the globe doesn't like her. If you're going to talk about numbers, I mean, the numbers are highest, even though they're low. The numbers are highest for her in the United States of America. So that means they're extra low everywhere else, including South Africa. So I think I covered everything. This is the end of my Tyla segment. Hopefully forever.